Welcome back to Delirium Hour, guys. It's
What's
been a
up?
while. It's been actually a good couple of months, but we are back.
Welcome back.
Yes, we should address this little hiatus we had.
Oh yeah.
So we had a little bit of a run-in with this, this label that wanted to hire us because we were so successful after our last run.
Yeah, tell
And
them.
we spent the last couple of months trying to fight the label to get back our name.
It was
So
a
that's
whole
actually what
lawsuit
happened.
battle and everything.
Yeah,
It
that's
got
the whole
ugly,
truth.
man. It got
So
ugly.
stressful. Yeah, we've been out of it, but we're back legally now as Delirium Hour again.
we got our name back, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
Man, it happens when you get as much buzz as us,
Yeah.
You know, all your fans
Drowning
out there
in fame.
drowning, dude. Tell them. I don't know why I did that.
So in all serious now, we are back. Thanks for being so patient with us, guys. We had our own thing, but quarantine also came up, so that presented a pretty big roadblock in our creative work. But we're here again in this new format, and if you haven't noticed by now, we are at the we're in the comfort of our own home this time, self-quarantining, as we all should be.
Yeah, wear your
And we
masks.
are gonna
Doing
be
it right.
doing more of a relaxed podcast format, little rap sesh this time, instead of the I guess more rigid format that we had last time.
Yeah. I mean, to kind of elaborate on that, kind of the reason why we kind of did stop, in all seriousness, it wasn't some some big label thing. No one approached us. We didn't get a show or anything.
Yeah,
We just had some things that we wanted to focus on ourselves and our own in each of our own personal lives, but also
Yeah.
we needed to reevaluate what we wanted to do essentially for
right.
this channel, because we all enjoyed it, just needed to kind of work out some kinks. So you'll
We're
be
still
here
trying to figure it out.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you, instead of telling you guys what we're gonna try to do, we're just gonna do it. Hopefully you guys will pick it up what we're doing. Hopefully you guys will vibe with
Yeah,
it.
hopefully you guys stay. We're really glad to have you, no matter how many viewers we have. I think if anything, this is our little own passion project, and we're gonna keep working at it, keep trying to
Yeah.
do it as much as we can.
Oh yeah.
And I guess this is a good little time to thank our number one fan out there, Christian. You know who you are.
Woo.
Been with us since day one, and you've been asking for the comeback video. We're finally happy to bring it back to you. Thanks for staying with us, man.
What's good,
we
fam?
always make this joke, but we're always thinking what if he's just back home and he's just where's that Star Wars video, man? What happened to a Star Wars video? They said it and then he's left.
Yeah.
I mean, we filmed it. It just didn't. We
Yeah.
just didn't upload it. It was.
We'll save a copy of it for our 100th subscriber episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be our lost episode. We're gonna whip it out at 100 videos or 100 subscribers.
We're at 37 or something. Just give
We're almost there.
years, and then we'll get to 100 and right
All
there.
right, guys, I just gotta make 70 more accounts.
subscribe.
I don't know how many more accounts I can make. I already made 37.
You are 37. No,
Just
you're
kidding.
36. Christian's one of them.
Yeah, Christian's got to be one of them for sure.
Oh wait, we had that weird random commenter that one time.
I forget his name, but yeah.
No, he's super supportive.
No,
Yeah.
for real. No,
Yeah.
he's awesome. It's cool
Good
when
peoples.
you get actual comments.
I hope it wasn't a bot.
I
Don't even say
don't
that.
think
You're
no, there's no way it
ruining
was
the
a bot, dude.
magic,
Yeah, man.
You're right. It was a real live person that actually commented.
He cares about us. We're somebody to him. I'm to address the other elephant in the room, or we readdressed it. We're gonna elaborate on it, but quarantine happened, hence the soft reboot. Why we're doing this at the comfort of our home, at the safety of each of our homes.
Safety first, kids.
Safe-
So
And
we'll
adults.
be rolling with this format for the time being, and hopefully you vibe with it. It's definitely more chill for us. Hopefully that yields in better content. But
Definitely.
on the topic of quarantine, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came in.
I mean, it's still,
rolled
it's still
up and
happening.
down.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, when it first happened, that came like a tidal
Not
wave.
for America, apparently.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for us though, it definitely affected our lives. Albeit we all kind of experienced it a little bit differently, and some of us worked, some of us didn't. but we were still kind of like limited in our freedom to go out. Not our freedom. I don't want to use that word freedom, but in our ability or recommendation to go out to partake in like eating outside and hanging out and everything.
Right.
We were stuck at
pleasures
home for a
of
while.
America.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to use this first episode back to kind of just give you guys our quarantine experience. We all did have very different takes on the quarantine, and we just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about it. And hopefully, if you guys were willing to participate too, let us know. Let us know how you guys were doing. If you're feeling okay, feeling all right, let us know in the comments. Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Clickety clack.
All right. So we also have a special guest here too. First episode back. It's a reason or cause for celebration, and I think that guest is going to be joining us a little bit later. A little bit later.
Not too much later though. We'll
Really soon then.
Bring him into the fold. Yeah, we'll just start off with like things that we kind of did together during the quarantine, right? Like something that I kind of like on top of my head is we finally finished Mr. Robot.
Oh yeah, Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Oh man, that show.
Right. It's a show on what, USA Network?
Yeah,
believe
USA
it.
Network.
Network, right?
Yeah.
Really good show. Smart, thought-provoking, innovative.
Oh, definitely smart.
Oh yeah, and we started that show. I think each of us kind of
like
like
last year.
yeah, last year.
Probably end
kinda
of
like
last year. Yeah.
different times a little bit, but we all became fans of it kind of together, even though we didn't watch like the first 3 seasons together.
Yeah.
And we finally came together kind of like a little bit prior to quarantine to finish it. We got up to like the very last 2 episodes, and then I think like for a whole month we just lagged on it. The
Yeah.
quarantine hit
No,
even harder.
it was mostly my fault because
Yeah.
I'm just
just
really
didn't
bad
wanna
at
say.
watching shows. You know?
I just didn't want to say.
Like it's a great show. It's just me.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like, yeah, it was just hard to get everyone together and everything. But we
And
finally
then
finished it.
quarantine happened, and then we couldn't finish it together.
It was during that peak of like everyone like casting and Netflix partying and all
Right.
of that, you know. But we were the cool kids. We didn't do any of that. We just FaceTimed.
We FaceTimed. Yeah, we FaceTimed and watched it together.
We FaceTimed on each other and
Speaking of which, we
watched
should
the 2 episodes.
Do that sometime again. We haven't done that in a while.
What, FaceTime?
No, like
Watch a movie together.
Watch something?
yeah, like
Okay, you know why we don't do that.
Yeah.
No, because we spend the first hour or 2 picking a movie to
It took
watch.
us, like,
okay,
2
but I
hours
know
to
what
pick.
what next movie we're gonna
What,
watch.
Underworld Evolution?
Yes.
We watched the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't do that casting thing a lot, right? But we did like here and there.
I think, yeah, here and there. Like, I just remember vaguely that we watched, oh, wait, no, was that only Underworld? No, we watched something else. Pretty sure.
We watched a couple movies. I remember watching
Yeah.
Final Destination.
Final
you guys.
Destination.
Oh, yeah, Final Destination. That was a good
That was a good
too.
joke time.
It was fun. Each time we do that, we're just like watching it, and we just have like beers on the side. It's like as if it was like the only way for me to get through Final Destination.
Oh, yeah.
Or
No, we had a
Underworld.
drinking game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
did something, yeah,
someone
yeah.
died, right?
Every time someone died.
Every time there was a flashback or something, and then every time someone died.
it's all the tropes of all the Final Destination.
Yeah.
I don't remember because I think I got
flashbacks.
pretty drunk by the end.
Oh yeah, that the end of the movie for me was a blur.
So you enjoyed the movie then?
It was good, yeah. It was
Since we're
Oscar
doing
I
material.
think so.
Oscar material, yeah. Oh man,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Way better than Mr. Robot.
Okay,
okay,
slow
okay.
down,
Ah.
slow down. You don't.
Okay,
you do
I'm
not.
gonna have to say Mr. Robot was probably my favorite show so far. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, no, for
It's
sure,
I don't know,
definitely
man.
top 3 of all
in
time.
In
for
terms
sure.
of quality, it might be my favorite. I just have some other ones that are kind of like in the same tier, but more for nostalgic reasons because I watched it during a certain time.
Yeah.
But in terms of quality, man, like you don't get quality shows like Mr. Robot where the person
True.
truly thoroughly cares about what they're making. Like
Exactly,
that, in my
yeah.
I
opinion.
know you and I really loved Dexter back in the day,
Exactly.
and like that's
yeah.
something we shared.
Yeah, I remember you
But
guys would always
now-
talk about that.
Did you ever get to watch it, Barry?
I watched a few episodes. No, actually I watched like I think
You-
a season.
I think you watched a good chunk. Did
Yeah,
you
a good
not?
chunk. I think I
Yeah.
got to like the ice truck killer or something.
That's just
That's
season
like
one.
the first.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't finish it, but
No, honestly, the like it's a good series, but the first couple seasons were the best.
really?
After season
Yeah.
4, I would say is the best, and after that, it just gets really weird. Like,
Really?
and I think most Dexter fans within the community, we kind of agree on that. First four seasons are pretty good. I think the fourth season is the most critically acclaimed one.
Okay.
Has John Lithgow, and
Ooh.
like he was great.
Ooh, what
Yeah,
is that?
you're
The Trinity Killer?
Killer. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Damn spoiler.
that's the critically acclaimed. I mean, it's not a spoiler. By the time you get there, you're like, we're looking for the Trinity Killer. It's like, why do you call him the Trinity Killer? Because he kills in 3.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
kills-
remember.
He has a ritual.
He only kills 3-year-olds?
No.
That's
3-year-old
dark.
Might as well be part of the character.
He kills like 30 people. And, like, it's like the same 3 types of people in a 3 types of way in terms of murder
Oh,
every year or every certain year cycle or time cycle. That's
crazy.
how it worked out. Yeah. What
That's
were we talking about?
something I liked about Mr. Robot. Sam Esmail had a vision, and he kept it at like
Right.
season 4 seasons,
Right.
and
Yeah.
he didn't try to drag it on, like keep it going.
it was a perfect amount of time.
It was good.
Yeah.
Season 4 was just so phenomenal, man. Like
Yeah.
season 3 was kind of like the big climactical like action thing. Season 4 was just like the aftermath and like
Like,
how it all wraps up and
Every story, every episode built on top of each other, and then it just kept getting grander and grander, and like at the end, it just blows your mind.
Man, I miss that show, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to bring in our special guest,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just
talking
been...
about Mr.
kinda
Robot
waiting.
Yeah.
and someone who just started the show.
Yeah, well, bear with us as we get him on, but
Yeah.
we'll
We've never had a guest before, so it's
It's in our
Gonna be a good
special
experience.
Welcome back episode.
Would
Our
you
very
go?
first
Yeah.
guest.
It's like
extra voice just
And-
for
Buffering.
commentating.
buffering.
You might
But,
have guessed it by now.
In summary, I guess we definitely give Mr. Robot that a Delirium recommendation. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it. It's one of the best shows in our current time, I guess.
It's good.
And I think it's still relevant. I mean, it's a new show; it's not that old. But honestly, with the whole like premise of the government and like, I don't know, without spoiling it too much, I think it
Yeah.
really relates to what we're going through right now with everything that's happening, quarantine and all.
Dude, the Dark Army is behind everything.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
The Dark Army
man.
shut us down earlier when we tried to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why our stories for our hiatus just keeps on changing. Is it government? Is it some big shot Hollywood business? You know,
We got bought out by the Dark Army.
All right, so let's call our friend Dustin over. Well, send him a link, I guess.
Hope he's not sleeping.
Watch this. I'm Dustin. We'll get him on there. What else should we talk about while we get Dustin on the screen?
Well, actually, I thought something I didn't bring up to you guys was for our 2019 kind of summary video where we did our 10 recommendations.
Yeah.
I think honestly, if we did it right now, in hindsight, my list would probably be really different.
Does it include movies from 2020, or is it because you watched more 2019 movies during?
Yeah,
quarantine?
mostly that.
Right.
If we were talking about
Right.
like what Parasite and Knives Out,
Right.
oof.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that I didn't get to watch those during 2019.
No,
But I'm glad I got
Parasite
to watch
would-
it now.
Parasite would really make my list. Like I'm
For
I was
sure.
late- I was late to the party. Watched
Yeah.
it in 2020. But hey, better late than never. It was on Hulu, right?
You're
I
still
watched
good.
it and I was blown away. Like I thought it deserved every award.
Yeah, it was
got.
amazing.
Oh, here he is.
I don't see him.
Now he's coming.
Oh, there he is.
His profile.
Hey, Mr. Dustin.
What's up?
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
You're our very first special guest on the show.
How does it make you feel?
Feel dumb.
You know.
Let
Cool.
Dustin answer.
It's cool, I guess.
It's cool, I guess. Your 3 friends have it. You're our first guest, and it makes you feel just cool.
I mean, it's an honor, I guess.
I'm just joking. I'm just fishing. Yeah, no one cares.
All right, man. You don't have to pretend like someone's got a gun to your back. Say it.
We didn't
Right.
pay you for this.
Yeah, this is a non-paid sponsorship.
So we were talking about quarantine and
Yeah.
what we kind of did, what we kind of watched, or like media it doesn't even have to be media, just like whatever you did during the quarantine. Because I know we all had different experiences with the quarantine, like between the four of us.
Why don't you
So-
start, Kent?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Kent. Good start.
Oh,
I was gonna recommend that Kent starts.
thank you. It kind of honestly, my quarantine was pretty weird, man. Like I mean, yeah, I'm sure it was weird for everyone, but
Uh-huh.
I think in terms of what I did, I think the first month it was a lot of denial. It was a lot of like, honestly, I'm not joking.
Denial.
It was a lot of like, oh man, I don't know what to do. Like I didn't want to watch anything. Like I think I told you guys this through the text that I
Yeah.
didn't want to watch anything or play any games because I know you two were into games, Jonah, Baron.
Oh,
I
for
couldn't
sure.
do it because I felt like it was my
Dustin
own
too.
option. Oh yeah,
Dustin and I played a lot of
Dustin-
Warzone.
Dustin too. Yeah.
Oh
He was
no.
buffering. Oh, it's fine. He'll come back.
We
But
can still hear you.
like I didn't want to watch anything. I didn't want to play anything because I was just too bombarded by the whole sheer fact that was the only thing I could do. You know what I mean? And eventually I got over it. I watched a lot of anime, like a lot of anime the first month. I think I upgraded like
What's some good anime you watched?
my
Tell him, Kent. Tell him what you watched.
the problem is I honestly like to feel that I've consumed so much media in terms of anime, shows, movies, blah blah that I can't remember that very first month. I know I watched
Oh, didn't I say it was gonna be me next?
it was
With
you
like the
next.
technical difficulties.
It was you next.
That's crazy.
I can't remember anime. I would tell you once I remember. But I
You
know
watched so many.
I know. I just there's just too many, man. It was like like Seikano. It was like a rom-com one. I watched Origairu season 1 and 2. I binged that in like 2
Origami.
days.
I like that.
It was just rom-com ones. I had this weird phase where I was just into rom-com ones. And then I
Mhm.
watched like if anime people out there isekais. I was watching Reincarnate as a Slime. That was so wholesome. I've never watched
Wait,
an
what is
anime.
what is that about?
The time I got reincarnated as a slime, it's like a guy from Japan. He dies and goes into this new world, but he's a slime.
Like
Ew.
a Maple Story slime?
Like think of it like
Wait,
that,
so
honestly.
he reincarnates and he gets killed right away?
He reincarnates and he just becomes, but he's reincarnated as a slime. But he's OP. He's
Oh,
a
cool.
really strong slime. It's so sick. It's so wholesome. And then I didn't watch movies until like I got into like I watched mid '90s and I was into like a weird
Oh, mid '90s.
Yeah.
I'm glad you watched that one.
I was
That's a
into
good
a
one.
weird coming of age phase where I was just watching all. I mean, I wasn't in a coming of age phase. I was in a phase where I was watching coming of age movies.
Yeah.
Mid '90s, Lady Bird, Booksmart.
Ooh,
What
book
does coming
smart.
of age mean? Like
It's a coming of age story. So it's
About growing
finding your own maturity through like a life event or through people.
up. Yeah, that would hit
That's
me
not the
hard.
dictionary definition. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah. How about
Good to
how
know.
about you, Baron?
Oh, okay. Yeah, my quarantine experience is definitely pretty wild too. I think there's a different segment for everything. I think the beginning I was like really productive. I did a lot of like redecorating and stuff. I also played a good amount of games. Like I know League was really big that first month, and then I slowly got into
Yeah.
We were
Warzone
all
too.
playing League.
Oh
during
yeah, no, that was
first month, so-
yeah, for sure, dude. I remember like Dustin and I always play ARAM and TFT.
TFT, yeah.
Oof, good times.
And now we
but-
don't play anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
because
stopped.
we overdid it, man. I'm like,
I mean,
oh,
we
what
ha-
else
we
is there to
have-
do, you know?
we
during
have
this
phases
time?
with League.
I get it.
Yeah,
What's up? Do you
Oh,
freeze
what?
or did? Oh, I thought you.
I think
froze.
so.
Who me? What?
Yeah.
But
I was just saying
so
we-
the next segment would have been like, well, okay, so work wise, I was working until, well, actually, if I remember, okay, so I think we stopped dining. I work in a restaurant. Should have mentioned that. So we stopped dining somewhere towards the beginning of quarantine, and then in the middle we reopened, and then we actually shut down again. And
Mhm.
tomorrow I am going back to work. So it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, but besides that, I think I just got a good amount of like movies in. I know Jonah and I got to play Resident Evil. That was pretty
Mm.
fun, but I think it only took me like maybe like a couple days, maybe even like just like a
Nah,
week.
that was like a really short game.
Yeah, super short. And besides that, like right now, I guess I've just been kind of taking my time, just having fun, hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
It
We got
feels like
to
Whenever we
summer
can.
vacation, right?
Small time.
oh for sure, yeah.
It's a long summer vacation. Very long.
I think I transitioned from like productive to just lazy. That's where I'm at right now.
I have transitioned from lazy to lazy.
Yeah. But let's go around a circle then. Dustin, how was your quarantine experience?
Oh, you were going in a circle. I'm sorry. I just jumped straight to. On my screen is different.
Well, yeah, it's still a
Everyone's
circle
screen
on
is
mine.
different.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, beginning of quarantine. Well, I got furloughed in March, so then
Yeah, same. I think.
Wait,
I
did you
was
say
like,
you
wow.
got freeloaded in March?
No,
What?
Furloughed.
Furloughed. Not
F-U-R.
furloughed.
Oh.
Got laid off basically.
I was like, freeload?
Yeah, thanks,
For people
Kent.
that
He was trying to be
doesn't know the
nice about
term.
it.
Hey, I need some elaboration, man.
Just because you didn't get laid
Whoa.
off, Kent, doesn't mean people didn't get laid off, right?
Whoa, just take it easy.
Whoa, no, it's whoa,
the
take it
theater
easy,
dog.
man. Sorry,
I got laid
Dustin.
off in
Continue.
March, and then I was like, wow, I have so much time for everything now. And so I started playing games, and a lot of games, League, Warzone.
Warzone.
What rank are you?
I'm max level right now.
Did you max out your battle pass yet?
Yeah, I finished that
Nice,
yesterday.
nice.
And then I jumped from so many different games because I was so bored during these months, you know.
Yeah,
So March till now, it's like what, 6 months already, almost.
Dude, Dustin, though, the beginning of quarantine,
Almost.
Final Fantasy VII Remake
Oh,
came
you
out.
can't forget about that, man. You can't forget about that. I think that's
Ooh.
the best game. One of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
Game of the year, to be honest.
Better than TFT? I'm just kidding.
Come on,
Better
man.
than
Better than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I didn't even play Final Fantasy, and I can probably like attest to that too, or like agree that it's probably better than Kingdom Hearts 3.
And then for movies,
What were some like stood out? Your favorites?
oh, Little Woman.
Oh yeah, we watched that
Oh
together.
yeah, dude,
yeah,
was so good.
Yeah,
We
I
watched
forgot all about
together.
that movie.
that's like my type of movie. Like these
It
guys
was
are
good,
into
yeah.
like science fiction and stuff. And
What are you saying? I watched that movie
I'm like
with
the comedic, romantic comedy kind of guy.
Yeah.
you. I watched it with you. and I
That's the
liked it
exact
too.
reason I've never seen that movie.
Dude, you have to watch
It's
it,
a
man.
good movie,
I'm
man.
telling you, bro. If three of us are saying watch it, you should watch it.
We are the four sisters right now.
Okay.
Actually,
are
I thought
there four?
about it.
Yeah, there's four, there's
like,
four.
just the other day.
You should watch
You
it.
thought about it? You should watch it, man. Hey, sometimes your heart can't take all the
You know
aliens
what?
popping out of the
Maybe
chest
I need
and all
to
that.
feel some. Maybe I need to feel something. You're right. I should. Watch it.
Yeah. Bring you out of your laziness, bro.
A camaraderie between four sisters. It heals your heart.
We also watched Weathering with You together. That was really
Oh,
good.
Yeah, I watched that 6 times actually.
Well, actually, you didn't watch it, Kent. You were there.
I fell asleep
Yes.
essentially. Let's just keep it at that. Let's just keep that.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
Not
I
that it was
missed-
a
no.
movie that you fall asleep to.
It was not.
No.
It was just
He was
conditions.
tired.
If you know, you
He
know.
works a lot. He's a working boy.
He's a working boy. Yeah, so I definitely need to rewatch that. I did not understand that movie whatsoever. Like, I think I was just like here and there, but like, what is happening?
For me, watching that was the second time I watched it, and
Yeah.
I loved it so much more. I guess the first time I was just kind of confused because my brain couldn't handle.
You couldn't handle the fact that it was in like another language.
Yeah. Oh man. What else did we watch together? Didn't we watch the other one too, where it was like
We watched Final Destination, I think, right?
No,
Yeah,
Dustin
all of us?
wasn't
What,
there.
which movie? Which movie? My memory is not
since
that great.
since the four of us is here, we gotta talk about the one in like the few times that we did kind of like all watch a movie together during the quarantine.
Uh-huh.
Yo, we
Underworld?
watch- Oh, I was talking about. I was about to bring up a different movie.
What were you gonna bring up?
Oh wait, you also fell asleep for that one too.
Which one?
Yeah.
Eurovision.
Oh, Eurovision!
Oh.
Oh man, that was so good.
Oh wait, but Jonah wasn't there.
Jonah wasn't there. That was on July 4th. July 4th,
Yeah,
was it?
yeah,
What
yeah.
What was that movie
Like,
about?
Oh, dude, it's the best.
It's about Ya Ya Ding
It's
Dong.
Will Ferrell, right?
Yeah, Ding Dong.
Ya Ya Ding Dong. Hey, play
Yeah.
Ya Ya Ding. Play
Of
Ya Ya
course
Ding Dong.
not. I gentleman.
It's on Netflix, right?
Kent, you haven't finished it yet, have you?
I watched it because Rachel
Bro.
McAdams is in it.
Yeah, we
That's all I
love.
gotta say.
Over
She's
here,
really
we
good in that
love
one.
Rachel McAdams. Yeah.
Yeah, Ding Dong.
Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Was there anything else that was memorable from your quarantine, Dustin?
Not really. Freaking just just laid at home. It's just been a constant, like, everyday thing. Wake up, get to my computer. For
Didn't you
8
already
hours.
you finished your mix too, right? Little
Oh.
shameless plug.
Yeah, Dustin is a music producer.
Yeah, I put out a mix last month. It's doing well.
If you guys want to tune in to Dustin's mix, please go to
up.
soundcloud.com/holistic.
Plug him up.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I know we should get a Jonah, and this isn't an interview, but I do want to ask something. Or I do want to ask you something, Dustin. But during the quarantine, would you say like did it help you with your creativity, like mixing and like producing and everything, or because you were at home all the time, did that do the opposite? Like, did it kind of like block everything? You know what I mean?
It was kind of like on and off.
Yeah. Okay.
Where like once you're like stuck in like in your room, you're stuck in your room all day. You're just in your head, and you don't have like room to think. I just feel stuck, you know.
Yeah.
So
That
then,
makes
but then it took me 3 months to make that mix that just came out. So that was dumb.
It was
But
good
then
though.
usually when I'm
congrats, though.
out and about,
You finished, yeah.
and I'm working and stuff, like I have like more time to think,
Yeah.
and then like stuff
Your
comes.
body's
together that
locked
way,
up, so your
you know?
mind's locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It
Mind
and
totally makes
soul.
sense. It totally makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, like.
Take care of yourselves out there. All right.
You go ahead.
What are we talking about?
Quarantine.
Just kidding. Sorry, I was getting like pretty comfortable in my seat just listening to you guys.
Getting lazy, right?
Yeah.
And
But
lazy
I want
for
to say
6
it's
months.
like I know I kind of isolate myself, not just physically, but I don't know how do you say this? Like I didn't even talk to you guys. I barely talk
dude.
to you guys.
I remember
Is it-
when I was like just going through quarantine, sometimes I'd be like, I hope Jonah's doing okay. And then I go on my PS4 and I see Jonah's playing The Witcher. Jonah's playing Final Fantasy. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's doing all right.
Yeah, man.
I guess
Oh,
he's
man.
okay.
Games are like so good. It's like a double-edged sword for me. Like it really helps me just feel nothing else. I mean,
Damn,
I don't want to say
dude.
that in like a
Who
depressing
hurt
So
way.
you?
dark, man.
Who hurt you?
I don't mean
No,
it
no,
like
we
that,
take
but,
care of you. Don't say that. Like, we come on.
We have a talk with your girlfriend.
There was
I-
this whole month where you were completely
What are
gone
you doing to him?
because you were just playing Final Fantasy VII, and after you finished
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, you went to the original game,
And
and we didn't see you for like
Dude,
a
that
month
fandom's
probably.
crazy,
Dude,
man.
you
We
woke
hear
up
from
and
you.
consumed Final Fantasy and then went back to sleep.
I
That's
think
it.
that was the whole like first month of quarantine.
Quarantine,
Like
yeah,
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
because Final
came out,
Fantasy did come out in March. Yeah,
and
Oh,
that was
true.
like we already said, but it was like the best game ever.
Mhm.
And then I just fell in love with it. I played it over again, and then I, I went to
Played
the original 96. I don't.
Yeah, it was
remember. I think it's
96.
96. The 96 version where they're all like polygons and stuff. I played it. It was still like one of the
He
best
said
games
polygons.
ever. But yeah, and then I just get really obsessed with my games because it just helps me. I don't know how to explain it. But
No,
yeah,
it's an
there's
escape. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, job wise and like that stuff, it sucked. Like I got a new job the beginning of this year, and then
Right.
couple like I barely.
Dude, you're
I
still
barely
waiting on
worked.
that.
Mm.
Yeah, I barely worked there for a couple months in quarantine.
No,
hit.
he's talking about
Can't-
ABA.
Well, isn't he still waiting on the interview?
Yeah, I'm
right?
waiting for.
But
Well,
that's a different
let me
thing.
explain.
Oh,
Well, I
my
had
fault.
a new job for like 2 months, I think. Then quarantine hit. I think it's been a couple months now, and I don't know if they're gonna get back to me. So I've been looking for a new job, and actually, I might be working with Ken. I don't know. But I've just been postmating for like the past month actually, and it's actually pretty fun.
You're hustling.
Yeah, dude, you've been putting in work. You've done a lot of
The
post
grind,
meeting
though.
last.
Yeah, I've got bills to pay from my.
You finally got
credit
your
card bill.
100 deliveries or something, right?
Yeah,
Nice, man.
they gave you some incentives to work and get some more money. But anyway, yeah, play a lot of games. It's feels like the summer.
It's
I
like the
was
longest
mentally-
summer ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Phineas and Ferb can do a lot right now. Like
Oh, we should have done that.
We should have done
maybe
that.
next episode.
We could have invented stuff.
Yeah.
Like what? This
I don't know.
Well,
This is what we
pre-quarantine?
spent the last 2 months doing or planning.
Yeah.
Pre-quarantine, I was like actually thinking, I miss like summer vacation we had back in the old days. And all I
Got
did
it.
summer vacation back in the day was stay home, play games.
You got it.
And like I've been getting to that, and I've been really enjoying it.
Wait, did
I
you
bet
ever
it-
have to do like homework as a kid during summer, Jonah?
No.
Dude, you're so lucky.
Did you?
You're so
Yeah.
lucky. Yeah.
Dude, right?
Oh,
I'm
it's
pretty
'cause you
sure-
guys-
I went to
You guys
school.
had to go to like
You went to summer school?
Not summer school. They put
No,
me in
yeah.
extra
So like,
stuff too.
yeah. So like, I remember
Like
like
Kumon?
no, not even that. Like,
Just
I
like
know my
tutor.
mom would buy like books,
gonna
right?
tutor.
Like workbooks and stuff, and she'd be like,
Yeah.
"Finish this, and then you can go play." That's
I
my
went
whole
to-
summer, bro.
I went to tutoring centers actually
Oh,
during the
I
summer.
wish I got tutoring centers.
I had school essentially, and they would just teach me like the next thing for next year. Yeah.
That's why you're so smart.
Did you get ahead?
What do you mean? I still went to CC. I still went to Fullerton. I'm like,
Hey,
if
but you
anything-
graduated. You graduated.
You did graduate.
Yeah. Friggin' idiots. At university, friggin' idiot. Give
D
this
for
guy a
diplomas.
diploma.
Oh my god.
But yeah, if anything, my parents just wasted money.
No, I agree, dude. Come on, man. I don't think like I needed to spend all that time indoors working on math problems for my summer.
Dude,
It
school
is
is a
what it
scam.
is. Yeah.
Why don't they
School is
just
a
train
scam.
you
It's a
for
scam.
jobs?
Mhm,
Like-
mhm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Go on.
What do you mean? It's like.
that's a whole nother
It's
conversation.
like, what
to
does
be
your
having.
schedule look like? Oh, I have trash picking at 5 a.m. and then I have cafeteria ladying at chicken 7. It's like, yeah, this year's gonna be
There
so
was a cafeteria
crash, bro.
lady.
I was for like
There was
a couple
crash.
months. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you were.
You were the
I remember
hairnet
when
and
you would
everything.
scoop my food for me.
Wait, I did that?
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure you scoop food sometimes.
I don't think so.
No, I remember Baron doing mostly like prep in the morning.
Yeah, I
He was
I
never.
mostly did
okay.
prep. So I'd have to
Yeah.
go in really early, prep a bunch of food. Like I'd prep like breakfast or lunch. I mean, that's the only two options we have.
How'd you get that job?
I think they just said apply. I applied with like a couple people.
I
And they're
never
like,
like
okay.
thought of
Cool.
like I never like thought you could do that, or
No,
I
it
never
was,
knew the
it
process.
was there, but it was just so miserable because you have to wake up at 5, get there at like 6, prep until 8, and then go to class, go to school, do the same thing.
Dude, let me just say it was hard waking up at 8.
But then the waking up at 5 was the hardest part, dude.
I bet.
And I couldn't even do like senior year, we could have had like no first period, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I couldn't do that
Mhm.
with
Right, that makes sense.
working there.
Yeah. But
No.
What about you got out earlier?
you
No,
got
I still had to go
that,
what
No.
first through 6th period.
I don't know.
Some of you guys left at 4th period.
I
I was
think
so
I only
jealous.
I
had,
never
like-
did that. I never did that. I had to
I think
go
I
to
only had
school
5
from-
periods.
Pretty nice,
Anyway.
dude.
I had all 6.
I don't want to think about high school.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. Hey, the video's gonna end in like 4 minutes. So you guys know.
Okay. So, excuse the technical difficulties. Sorry, everyone.
Does anyone know how to use Zoom?
It's not Zoom. It's probably my internet. It's just really bad. That's the con of doing this over
It's okay. We've all been having problems.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is.
It's a cycle.
interwebs. This is why you do it manually with the camera and everything.
Yeah, the old days.
It's okay. We'll get to that once the conditions line up.
Yes.
All right.
Well.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. What-
All right, we were segueing into. I'm still lagging, I know, but we were segueing into. Dustin's been starting Mr. Robot.
Yeah, he's been starting our favorite show of all time, Mr. Robot. Would you like to talk about that, Mr. Dustin?
Yeah.
How do you like it so far? What do you
Yeah.
think?
What episode are you on?
I just finished season 1
Nice, man.
an hour ago.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
How was it?
It's pretty cool. I like their music choice for each scene. Like sometimes it doesn't make sense, which makes it kind of unique.
Yeah.
So it's just weird music. It's just like these scenes are so like dark, but like it's dark music also. You know what I mean? It's very cinematic, and I like the vibe it gives off, and everything.
Who are your
Yeah.
favorite characters right now?
Darlene.
Darlene for sure, dude. She's
I
up
really
there.
like Darlene when I first started.
Darlene's the
too.
best.
I like
Yeah.
Joanna.
Joanna. Oh, Joanna's
Oh,
Tyrell's wife, right?
man.
Yeah, she's a
Beautiful.
beauty.
Beautiful.
Tyrell's an interesting character too.
Tyrell's a good guy, man.
You'll see. Yeah, his
Or
character
any,
arc is
Like
crazy.
where I'm at right now, he just well, he's nowhere to be found apparently.
Wait, already?
Like he
Oh.
he joined
Yeah,
Elliot showed Tyrell the F Society where they're
Yeah.
at and everything, and then after that he's just nowhere to be found.
Oh, dude.
Or did I miss
You're like
something?
right into action already. Season 2 is gonna kick it up a notch. Season 2 gets crazy.
Yeah, that's where
No,
I'm at.
season 2 is kind of like, I don't know, like it's kind of like it's its own thing. Like you'll see. I wouldn't say it kind of kicks it off just yet. You know, like the way season 2 starts, but
Mhm.
it's good. Nevertheless, it's good. I'm still
Speaking
alive.
of Tyrell, for those
Yeah, I can't-
Blade Runner fans, I love that like little Easter eggs like that.
Wait, what? Tyrell?
Tyrell is just in Blade Runner, like Tyrell Corporation. They're the
Oh, you're talking about the name. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's things like that where I'm like, it's like Sam Esmail is really he's the director and creator of Mr. Robot. Like he really takes his time and really it's almost like an homage to his favorite movies. And I think I was reading some stuff like that, or talking about like his love for other movies and how he kind of like squeezes that into Mr. Robot.
Mhm.
And it's really
Taxi
cool.
driver, right?
Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
Is it? Wait,
That's
wait,
what.
wait.
That's what. Wait, no.
Wait, what?
Wrong movie. My bad.
Oh, yeah, no, you're. I'm like, what?
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm like,
Joker.
are we watching
Joker,
the
dude.
same
That's
show?
Joker.
Yeah, that's Joker. Yeah, but yeah, Sam Esmail, like, there's if you watch it, there's little like tidbits of like other movies and other themes that he
Yeah.
kind of like squeezes in. Like you talk about like Tyrell from Blade Runner, and there's like a scene where it's a straight up nod to The Shining, like Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
The way he color grades and the way he directs, it's very, I would say, very David Fincher.
Oh, dude. Without
it's
spoiling
really
too
cool.
much for you, Dustin, I think in season 4, right? Season 4, there's a completely silent episode. No words are
Don't
spoken.
tell him that. Don't tell him
No,
that.
it's-
Let
come
him
on, bro.
watch it. Let him watch
It's-
it.
That's
The whole
it. I'm
episode,
not
no one
watching
talks
anything,
over
It's
it.
not
bro.
silent. It's
It's-
not silent.
It's
It's
just
not-
music,
okay.
right?
No
It's just-
dialogue. No
No
dialogue.
dialogue.
But no one
Yeah.
talks.
But it's
cool.
one of the best episodes
Dude,
ever.
imagine 40 minutes of nobody talking. That's
good episode.
insane, bro.
It's-
One of my favorite
you'll-
episodes.
When
You
when
gotta
you get
see
to
it.
it, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know when you watch it. Maybe I'll want to watch it with you.
I was gonna actually say that. Like, if you're down, I think maybe I'll watch season 2 with you, or maybe when you get to season 3, we could all start watching.
Let
it.
me know when we get to season 4. Like the last 5 episodes.
Let
I'll
me know
watch
when you get to the last
5.
episode. I'm down to watch the
Yeah.
last episode. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll experience that one more time in my life. Yeah.
But I guess
speak-
this isn't a bad time to talk about
Yeah.
like what kind of new media we've been consuming,
that's what we
or
have.
I guess what we've consumed recently. Jonah, would you like to tell us a little bit
Sure.
about what you're watching, what you're doing?
Besides all the video games I've been playing,
All of them.
I've been playing a lot of good games. I want to mention like The Witcher 3. I finally got around to that. I finally understand the hype and why it's like one of the best video games ever.
Did you watch the Netflix series?
Yeah, like at first I watched the Netflix series without
Mhm.
playing the game, and I was like, "What the hell? What the heck is this?" And I finally understood it, and I liked it a bit more.
Yeah, the series is really good. If you guys haven't watched it yet, check it out. The Witcher on Netflix.
Henry Cavill, like,
Henry Cavill was
like-
amazing in that one. I
Yeah,
actually
but-
like
He's
the
so
Bard.
big.
yeah, the Bard is really cool.
Oh man, he's
a
really
cool
good.
character.
I don't watch The Witcher. I haven't watched it yet or whatever, but I know
You need to watch it.
I've heard quite a lot about the Bard, and he's like
I
fan
could sing it
favorite.
right now, but I'm not gonna sing it for you guys. Sorry.
He's the
you should
first or
sing it.
second best thing about
No.
the show.
What, the
yeah,
song, Toss a
that
Coin to the
song,
Witcher?
toss a coin. Oh,
Toss a
Okay.
coin to your Witcher, a
You know what?
coin, nickel, and a quarter.
that's actually really close, dude.
Thanks, man. It's the folk tale.
I'ma
person,
hire
or the
you as my
folky
bard.
person in me.
My personal
Yeah.
Bard.
Dude, I think I would kill it as a bard, man.
You're already
I'm
my
pretty sure.
personal jester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Like I'm already halfway there. This is the tale of Jonah.
But you gotta juggle at the same
He
time.
watches shows and never finish them.
yeah,
Got it,
Dude.
man. They got you, dude. Yeah.
I want to mention some really notable movies I caught in between breaks of my video games though.
Frozen 2.
Under the
Two of
skin.
them are A24. A24 just has this thing where just like they just distribute these really weird movies, but like they're the best, you know?
Yeah.
Like Under the Skin. I don't know if it's a movie I'd recommend to anybody, but I think if you like film and like it's interesting enough, it's just like one of the weirdest movies. I'd probably compare it to like maybe Midsummer. Like that.
Really?
I got that same kind of feeling of weirdness. I was like, this is weird. I'm gonna keep watching.
This seems good.
Another movie I watched really recently was Killing of a Sacred Deer. Have you guys seen that one?
Oh no, I still need to watch it. It's on my list. So is Under the Skin.
Another weird movie. That's just how I'm getting described.
Wait, is that one also A24?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
And it's Colin
Farrell. Yeah.
Farrell. Yeah, I think he did it. I believe that's him. I think he was super.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah. Another freaky time. Just what am I watching? But it's those movies that I love to watch the most.
Yeah.
It's a nice break from like the mainstream stuff. You know what I mean? Like I think A24 has become quite mainstream over the years, but
Oh, for sure.
I mean, mainstream in terms of notoriety, like everyone kind of knows A24 now, but I still think they make pretty movies that are kind of like cut from a different cloth from like everything else.
Yeah.
In terms of storyboard and like the plot and like
I
everything.
think we
It's pretty
watched
different.
The Lighthouse during quarantine, right?
Did
Or was
we?
that before? It might have been before.
I think it was
Yeah.
before,
Probably
prior.
before,
Yeah.
But The Lighthouse is a good one,
see,
too.
Like the same vibe. It was just super weird, but you keep
Yeah.
watching.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's so intriguing, you know. You just can't take your eyes off it.
Yeah. You just want to see how it all ends up.
Here's a controversial thought though, or like I've been kind of thinking about more lately. But like A24, they're kind of known for that kind of like stuff, right? At what point is sometimes like do you kind of feel that it's just like
Redundant.
not redundant, but honestly, I'm kind of on that same like feeling tier. But it's kind of like, are they just making weird movies now? Like, how can you
Maybe.
differentiate a good weird movie from all the other weird movies? You know what I mean? Like almost all these films I like because I'm like they're so different. But then I go, I don't know, like they're all becoming weird. It's kind of like the norm to be a weird movie.
They
now.
like to distribute just more thought-provoking movies instead of
Right.
in your
True.
face, here's your entertainment movies.
Yeah. I mean, if a movie has substance like that, but I guess like just my concern is like moving forward. I fear that like sometimes that kind of like artistic direction might get lost, and and all we're getting is a weird movie. And
No, I
people
definitely know what you mean, Kat.
Yeah, exactly, right. And people will walk out of the theaters or their bedrooms since we're in
Yeah.
quarantine and everything, and they're like, "Man, that movie was good," but it's like, was it really? You know?
It's almost like right now you can see that A24 is kind of producing like this very specific vibe. Like they don't have all the same
Yeah.
movies, but it's kind of like they're sticking to a certain genre.
Right. No, yeah, I hear you. Like, I'm just scared of it becoming like redundant, like Dustin said.
Yeah.
Or kind of like, you know what I mean? It's just, I just hope they don't just fall into the, like, doing that over and over again. You know what I mean? Then it would just get like boring. I guess.
'Cause don't you guys agree? Like, you kind of get a similar feeling from a lot of the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
guaranteed.
It's like the person who's like making all the projects or anything, or it's just like he has a criteria and it's like weird.
Well, if you want to
Broody.
compare it to like, so you know how every time you see like a Blumhouse movie, they're almost kind of the same.
Yeah, I would say that
Like
too.
they're all
yeah.
horror based, or like maybe even
Well,
like
Blumhouse
mediocre, you know?
is more rooted in horror, though. I guess
Yeah.
kind of like what they want to like start with.
But they do have their
start
own
on.
style.
Yeah.
Of movies.
That's true.
So if
I
we're
mean, that's
talking
what
about
I
like
meant
A24, I could say they have like a very specific thought provoking style,
Yeah, I guess so.
like
Yeah.
what Jonah said earlier. Or if anything, they just kind of want to make you feel something, make you feel a type of
Yeah.
way.
I just hope they don't like. I hope they keep finding ways to be innovative while we're staying to that style. Do you know what I mean? Like I would hate
Right.
for it to be like again like played out and everything. And it's just like because I'm seeing all these
Another one,
A24 films.
Uncut Gems. I watched.
Okay,
that
Uncut Gems was a
recently,
little
and
bit
it-
different though.
yeah.
Uncut Gems is pretty good, dude.
Yeah, Uncut
That was
Gems
a good one.
Good.
That was a wild ride.
Adam Sandler, man, like I didn't know he had
Dude,
it
that was
in
an
him, dude.
awesome Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
went
I
from
also
like,
loved Kevin Garnett in that movie.
Yeah, dude, KG.
Can we talk about Abel the Weekend?
Oh,
He was in that
yeah,
movie.
The Weeknd.
Oh yeah.
He plays himself. I'm like, man, this is trippy.
That was really cool to see him in a movie.
It was really cool. I can kind of see him in more roles. You know what I mean? Like he has, for sure, like the look for film and everything. It'd be cool to see him more.
I could see him acting for sure.
Yeah, he just needs to start acting. That's all the time we have left for today. That was a little quick talk about what we did during quarantine. We'll go into new topics next video and everything, and stay tuned for that. I want to thank Dustin for being our first guest.
Thanks for being here, Dustin.
That's
Really
pretty cool.
appreciate your time.
Yeah. Well, honestly, we will for sure have Dustin back, and we'll
Yeah.
we'll have
Guaranteed.
you back, Dustin.
If he wants.
you want.
No, he's coming back. He's coming back.
You have to come back. I can't just do this show with these two guys.
He's gonna be the regular guest that comes every now and then.
Yeah.
Comment down below if you want me back. If not,
Exactly.
see ya.
Man, I can totally see it. A total of one comment. It's like, yo, that guy in the hat, don't bring him back. All right, well,
No, they're like,
That's
Jonah
it.
looks different.
totally. It's just like, why are there two Jonas?
Yeah, there's two Jonahs this episode.
Like I said, that's all we got. So, see you on the next episode. It was nice to be back.
Yeah.
And it was fun talking to everyone, talking to you guys with this new chill format and everything. So, please keep supporting us, and we'll see you in the next video. Laters! Boom. Boom. Alright. I hate this. Bye.